So are we talking about our kids? Are we talking about our kids?
Or surpasses, and men be out here crying in rallies with tissue boxes.
Yeah, they might just go straight like Wonder Woman and just kill all the men.
My thing is about that is like women generally like outnumber men in certain of these fields. To say nothing, I ask that question because women tend to vote more than men. But they still can't get across that hurdle of voting a woman into office. So I'm always.
So they think the woman's gonna be too emotional.
So
with that bear in mind, like, do you think that society can keep you at bay long?
Not for much longer.
No, I feel like with Trump being in office, like he is now. I mean, and I'm just being honest. Like he shows his emotions, so it's like we done already got somebody in office that show their emotions.
Is it emotional or is he just reckless?
He's
and
emotional,
but he is emotional. Yeah, he's very emotional all the time. Yeah, like he always runs his mouth. So it's like if you feel like. What do you mean? He hurt Bob. But most of these women, I feel like most of these women that's running for office, like I'm just being honest, like normally have gone through menopause at that point, and I mean.
But my thing about this is to say that
they really not emotional anymore.
We have
women
women
have hot flashes every now and again. But,
we've long had women who are governors, who run states, who run National Guards, who long had women who were senators. We had a woman who was Speaker of the House, which is the third most power. All it takes is 2 bullets and she's president. Like seriously. So I don't see why is it such a leap for people.
It's scary to people. That's
for men, it's still a man's world at the end of the day.
But women tell us that. Let me be politically correct. Vagina is power all day long.
It is when used properly. It's the same thing as
but I don't feel like you can't fuck your way to the top of the political party.
Shit,
you're lying. Yes, you can.
I will bring you a book on the Kennedys.
But if you want to be technical, I guess you could say Hillary did that. But I mean, she
She worked her ass off.
So then, who else could you say? Fuck. Well,
no, it's no example, but I believe that
it's possible.
That is possible.
But if you have these old white men in power, do you really think that? Like I mean, let's be realistic. They gonna fuck you.
Right, they gonna fuck you until they use you.
Yeah, what you talking about?
I'm just saying, like, in that avenue,
and she quit her job too. She gone. So like, on the
but in that avenue, like, can they? I feel like that women have more, even though like I'm hard on them, I feel like they have more potential to get closer. Like I feel like the gap should be almost erased because
it will be.
It will be.
But what's prevent my one of the big statistics about me is like, and I tell my cousins, my female friends, all the time. Like when they tell me they going for a new job and the job gives them the first offer, the first thing I tell them is counter it.
No,
is what? First thing you tell me is what?
Counter the offer. Like the first thing I do when I went to go work for the bank I work for now, they sent me an offer. I counted it 20% higher. We met in the middle where I really wanted to be. But women, statistics show women don't do that because they were saying in the group text, they were saying they're afraid they're going to pass you over.
True that.
I never doubt because I know my skill set, like the job.
I know your work.
I know my work. Your resume speaks for itself. If they didn't want you, they wouldn't have gave you to the interview. They wouldn't have offered you the job. Obviously, you were the best of all the candidates. So why not ask for more money?
So say me and Mickey go to the same interview. They want both of us. I counter, Mickey don't. Who you think they picking?
First of all, they ain't even offer Mickey the job because they want their first pick.
Not always.
Yeah,
sometimes they
that's what they want.
That's
what they want.
Some jobs do several interviews in one day.
I'm telling you from a business standpoint.
But how do we know who they want if they interview several people in one day?
When you look at somebody's resume, I mean, overall, I mean, you've normally spoken to them at some point, and it's like they're coming across like wow, and you've spoken
we
to
don't want to hire her.
At that point, it's like I want this person.
HR departments are.
I've interviewed people before and.
They're trained to give you.
I don't know who I want till they get there.
They'll give you the top. Say the top is like $90,000 for this position.
Nowadays, people interview. I'm just saying, man. I mean, people know how bullshit.
No, true. I feel
I would be real good in that interview. You feel me? I know how to be that. Okay, yes, I am real political in an interview. But
that's not just about. But that has nothing about counting the
office.
If 90 the top and they giving you 67. it's always like 30%
Of
more
course, you're
wiggle
supposed to
room.
research the salary.
Right.
But women don't. This is my problem. They don't counter the offers.
But what makes you think that they don't count it?
Statistics say they don't count it.
Well,
They
statistics
pay.
say
No,
that.
sorry,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if I know that the
So the
salary,
wage gap
okay,
doesn't prove
here
that
we
it
go with the
ain't.
cutting
Okay,
off.
so
bad.
hold
sorry,
on,
man.
hold
Go
on.
ahead, go
So we gotta understand this. The wage gap to me is not gonna be eliminated until this older generation dies off. Because you got an older generation of people that have a certain mindset, and I think that is what's holding that gap there.
So they
You got some of them died
Well,
off.
only thing's gonna shift is someone else is gonna get elevated to the position, gonna be making more money. Now, is
Yeah,
that gonna
but
be a
these people are
woman
gonna
or is that gonna be
But
a
I'm
man?
saying these people are gonna be younger now. They're younger now, and so they're used to women getting. They're used to these movements, and they're going to be more sympathetic to the movements and start really judging on skill set as opposed to she's a woman or he's a man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's why you have a better ratio now, because some of them older people is gone. Now you got the younger ones. Once the baby boomers get, like the people that's like Trump's age, those are like the average age of people running a lot of them big corporations.
Right.
Once you get 20 years from now and them people gone, then the next level moves up, it's going to get that.
But then you have to think about the people who were underneath of them and
Right.
worked all of those
But they're
years.
still younger though. I'm saying, but
Yeah,
they still,
but you have to think about the
old people is
concept that they were
resistant to
taught
change.
at the end of the. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. Let's think about it. At the end of the day,
The people that's 40 and 50 years
but
old
Donald
right
Trump
now
had.
are not gonna
But
be
let's
like
be
that.
honest, Donald Trump has sons and everything. They have grown with this man and everything else like that. He has instilled to
point.
be assholes.
Fair
So
point.
if you've been with a company for so long, they've instilled you to be this asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Now, unless you have this
But a lot of
motion
time
in your
those
mind.
children, a lot of time the children like, come on, Dad, you gotta get with the times. So it's this battle. Don't act like the
Shit,
children
they
are not
old white men.
rebellious.
If it's still
Children
an
are
old white man in the
rebellious.
motherfucking office, they still don't give a
Them
shit. But I mean,
them
I
white
get
people
it.
listen to hip hop.
I definitely
I don't think his
listen to
youngest
hip-hop.
son is going to be like him.
Which one, Eric or
No.
Donald
No,
Jr.?
Eric's like the
The
Donald
autistic
Jr.
one.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Like,
No.
Melania?
Let me ask you a
one.
question though, because this
He
is the
not
part that
autistic.
frustrates me about women, because y'all agreeing too much. So
Oh,
let me
Lord.
throw some
He's
salt in the
trying-
There
game
you
real
go.
quick.
Damn, agreeing to
Women want it, but you don't want it all. You only want the good parts. So you want more money, but with that, there's an article right here. An 84-year-old woman has been arrested for shooting at nosy kids. Okay? Now let's say she hit one of these kids and one of these kids died.
She probably got good aim.
Do y'all want the same sentencing that men get, or y'all
yeah.
only want the same money?
Throw-
Because you can't have it. You can't
throw
have
her
all you want.
under the jail.
If you wanted to
Man
cross
or
the
man
board,
or woman. Like,
if
it
a
don't
woman
matter
kills
the crime.
somebody, the woman not gonna get sentenced as high as the man. Oh, well, no, we don't want that. We want that to be different.
I don't
We
think
just
she
want
would
y'all
get
same
sentenced as
money.
high just because she's old and going to die in prison.
Oh, forget her.
I mean, I'm just saying,
in
you got good
same
lawyers.
crime, same time.
Yes.
But I think his
Yes.
point is, this is a better example for what you're trying to make for the wage gap. They brought up the fact that men are less likely to take time off for childcare. Like
True.
for me, like when my daughter's sick, I'm going to work. Like
True.
I don't give a like women or my child. Like y'all
Yeah.
want to y'all take over. For
So how are
maternity.
you going to work if you have your child? And
I
got
send
work?
her ass to daycare. Like,
You can't send a sick child to
Why?
daycare.
That's
you're
why
not,
my children.
That's why.
you're not supposed to do that. What if you okay? What if the daycare said no? We're not taking her. She's sick.
That's why we got the
No, I ain't never got that problem.
No, I'm saying if the daycare say that,
But
that's
then
what
the
daycare is
child
supposed to
spreading
do.
germs.
She gonna be wherever she gonna be. I gotta go to work.
So
Wow.
no. What if the daycare have?
They supposed to be getting in his ass right now.
What if the daycare say no?
I like my example better.
What if the daycare say no?
Y'all focusing on the on the.
No, it's
okay, we can talk
not.
about
You
this.
can't just drop your child off to a daycare sick. They
Yo,
will not take her.
come back to the conversation. That's not.
That
my
is
kid-
part of the big part of the
That was a
conversation.
bad example.
You talking to her mom. Talk to
Because that would be the only reason
No,
I
what I'm
would go to
saying is
work.
women take off for maternity leave. They take off. To,
Yeah, because we giving birth. Sorry,
what I'm
you can't
saying
do
is-
that at work, buddy.
What I'm saying,
You
right?
got the birth
That's okay. I'll get my boss to deliver my
This is
baby.
what we saying is like women want the same pay as men, but you traditionally over the span of a 40-year career work less.
Well, I've called out less than anybody at my job, so try again.
Did I not say over? Generally, I didn't say all.
That's
I
not
said
always true,
generally.
though.
Is that not why you say generally and not all?
I
Roxy?
disagree though. I disagree.
You can't say disagree when it's not an all-inclusive topic. Like some statistics say that women.
Show me the statistics.
Yo, did I not send you 3 articles? Did y'all read them?
No, I didn't honestly.
No.
So when they ask me for statistics, you don't read the stuff.
We
Like
didn't ask you for statistics.
did you not ask me where these
But
imaginary
on the
facts
show,
go?
on the show. I ain't reading your damn text
You were
message.
talking to women. And what they did not want to do is acknowledge what you were saying.
Nope,
about women
wait,
because you
let's
can't
not
speak
say-
on women.
That's not true.
Did you read the articles?
I did not.
She terrible. So go ahead and finish what you about to say. Go ahead and finish what you about to say, Mickey. Because you terrible. How you gonna start with no?
But I'm not arguing this right now. She is.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for
me.
your example to be done. I mean,
Damn,
No,
okay, you
that's the
shut up.
point. That's the point that women.
So your
generally-
point is women take off more
No,
time
what
than
I'm
men.
saying is to Donna's
They
point
work
is that
less.
they work less. You want the
And I
same
agree.
pay,
That's
but
what I
men,
said.
but men tend to work longer, take more stressful jobs, and call out less.
But we talking about the same jobs, not more stressful.
if you 2 CEOs, the man is less likely to take maternity leave for the kids.
No, I'm talking about the stress level. You said men take on more stressful jobs. We're talking about the same exact jobs. Worked by 2
You're not
people.
taking the same stress if you off more than me over the span of a career. You missing some of this stress I got.
If men in fact work more than women.
That's if the
If
stats
I did-
that's if the stats support that.
Diamond,
If
pull
I
it
didn't
up,
know
Diamond.
any better, if I
Pull
didn't
up
know
the-
any
pull
better,
up
I
the
would
facts.
think that you are kind of for the gap.
No, I just
He
want
likes the gap. The gap.
It's not about liking the
Can you
gap.
explain why
Well,
the gap makes
I
sense,
hate
right?
when people
Yeah.
talk about they bitch about
We
something.
got
that
gaps
they're-
on gaps on gaps.
Watch the bitch word.
No.
Oh
hate when
please!
people-
Oh please!
I hate
You talk
when
about
people
one gender, right?
they
You talk
they
about-
argue about a topic, but then when you tell them, all right, this is statistics, this is why, they like, no, I don't agree. Like, all right, this is statistics. Why is it?
Well, I
you
think
don't agree?
they don't think it's fair. I think they
I
just
think
it's
in
fair.
a sense, I agree with the maternity leave and all of that because as women we do. But at the same time, I think what we are saying is that we still doing the same job as you. Like when we're there, we're still stressed out.
Okay.
And I feel like, I mean, at the end of the day,
But what about them
I'm gonna,
cumulative 2 years
but I'm
that
just
you
gonna be
missed?
honest. But
But
I'm gonna
men
be
take
honest with you
paternity
though.
leave
Like,
too.
Listen,
they
I-
just
I-
offer it.
I
The
hate-
state of they
I
do
really
take
don't.
it.
But y'all
They
still
do
get
take
paid for
I
it.
hate to be
They
a
are
man
already-
show.
They
They
don't
take
take
it.
it.
My maternity leave. I thought
They
they
just
paid
started
for
that
it.
like 10 years
Get paid
ago.
for
Mickey,
it.
Mickey.
I've only been working for about
My
2 years.
I
company
hate
pays
to,
me
I hate
for
to
that.
be the male chauvinist pig agreeing with a fellow oink oink, but okay, I didn't look at it like that. But y'all do take off. Okay, so y'all get allowances for
Not everybody.
menstrual.
I do. Shout out to the
Y'all
game.
get y'all get menstrual allowances.
And we come up in,
What
and
the
we
fuck
come
is
to
a
men-
work,
finished.
but
I
we
ain't
come to
finished.
work like that.
I ain't finished. Y'all can menstrual
Go ahead.
allowances.
Go
Y'all
ahead.
can take off like, God, sir, I was on my goddamn period.
No, I've never been able to take off for no
Alright, man.
period.
He won't
Yeah,
take
no
that.
problem.
You can take off for periods.
You
I
can't.
didn't know
If
that
you're
was
cramping, if
That's
you're
once
cramping,
every month.
You can say I'm sick. I don't feel good. Like if women
And men
do
can
stuff.
say they sick, they don't feel good
No.
too.
But see, but you,
No.
I don't. But as I,
He's right
at the end
about
of the
the
day, but
maternity.
as a man,
Maternity,
I can't
yes.
tell you how many times like how painful it is to get a cramp.
No, I
And
get
sit
you. I
around-
feel you.
And
But
so
that's an allowance.
I don't
Still
get
an
fucking
allowance.
cramps.
Really?
I don't
Still
get
get
cramps, so
allowances for
fuck
that.
that.
I mean, I don't give them as much as
My
Yeah,
uterus
and
is
menopause,
broken,
y'all get
guys.
allowances for
I would you
menopause.
rather had me home than me snatching out your throat because I'm going through it. You feel
Should
me?
you get paid a little bit less for those allowances?
Hell no, you gonna
I
pay
don't
me
know
my money
about
because
that.
when I come to work and cramps. Well, for me personally, I go to work like I struggle
That
through
this
it.
concludes it. Y'all can't get paid the same amount. You can't.
Yes, the hell I
Because-
can. It is not.
I'm serious. I'm
Y'all
sorry.
can't even call that the smallest
We
point.
get graded. Y'all get graded on too many curves.
But I
y'all
can't-
y'all get to do stuff that we can't do. So why would
What
y'all
kind of
get
company are you working for? Are you
Any
signing
company.
a, but are you signing a benefit to sit around and say, I feel like it goes across all employees? That's your time that you're taking out your vacation. If I call out of work, that's a vacation time that I'm taking out. That's not something they say, oh, well, I mean, for
Exactly.
females, they got
That's a point.
benefit.
That's a
They
point.
got,
That's
you feel
valid.
me?
That's a
The
valid
only
point.
thing that they can say is maybe that they got maternity leave. But like I say, they even got that for men now.
But
So
you
I
could
can't
leave that.
say
But
that.
you could leave that job without using any time, using the fact that you're a woman and you're going through that.
Huh?
What you mean?
You cannot use any time. If you like, you
I'm
really
sure
go to
that
your
I'm
manager
sure
and
that
be
it
like,
falls
I
under.
need to
I'm
get
sure
off.
that it
Like,
falls
it's
under
not-
something I'm sure that
Just
What?
like if you,
Without using
What's
any
the
time?
confusion?
Without using any time, we could just
falls under
leave.
something else.
I think
What
it would
what
be
is
some
it called?
leanings to that.
It's some kind of medical something that
Leave
it,
an
that it could be
absence?
coded as.
I've never got no
But
leave.
No, this is a good point.
It's all
Like
it is
this state,
PTO. It's
No, go ahead.
leave of absence. If you're taking a long
FMLA.
time, if you're
Right. Get all
like, if
that.
you're gonna be out for
Y'all
months,
get all
but
that.
if you're
Take care of
taking a
your
day or
mothers,
two,
your grandmothers, your fathers. Everybody get FMLA.
This is why, like, you know where your equal pay is. Companies in the U.S. alone last year lost $35 billion by people calling out of work for medical leaves.
And I bet most of them was men.
No, they wasn't.
Go
Get
on,
outta
Roxy.
here.
You know that was false.
I didn't even make it a gender thing. She took it definitely.
I was joking, yo. I was
That's so
joking.
joking.
What I'm saying is like the
Men don't take
Com-
off like that.
Yes, they do.
companies already lose money by miscellaneous illnesses of people taking off. Like women are getting maybe extra burden for other people, maybe just sliding off work. But when you take off, it's seen as a lack of productivity. You're not a team player. You're not there for the major projects. You're not there. Like you're losing clout and galore. Like when something is majorly done. So maybe that kind of plays into the whole gap. Not saying it's right. Let's make this disclaimer. I'm just saying there's a method to how it's gotten there. Now, it's gotten small. I have no pity for y'all because y'all make more than your mothers and your grandmothers. So nothing for y'all. But I'm just saying how it got to the baby boomers being that big gap. And then we don't take into account before World War II, women were not in the workforce.
Yeah.
That was a big thing.
To workforce until World
Well,
War.
right. So, not saying that maybe a lot of this also can be played into the thing that the industries thought that women only did the jobs because the men were away and really didn't know how to do them. So it was just like a necessity. You really weren't trained. We really didn't. A lot of these industries, women are still just becoming the majority. Like there's still more male doctors. There's still more male engineers. There's still more male CEOs.
Yes.
Like, and that's from years and years of men dominating the fields and women being housewives. Not saying what y'all were doing in the house wasn't, but I'm just saying in the working world, you're still relatively new to it.
So make your argument for.
So he's saying get y'all weak.
No, I agree with that.
I mean, that's
I don't have an
fine,
argument.
but yeah, like that's completely fine. I mean, it's like a challenge at the end of the day, and I feel like that's why women are striving so much because
think
it's
so.
like
I agree.
you will not like you at the end of the day. I mean, it could be a man's world, but you gonna pay me for when I work.
I thought y'all told me it was a woman's world at the beginning of this set.
No, we did
I did
not.
not. I said it was
It's
a
no
man's
song.
We
world.
both said men.
I was about to say, bro. I think we'd have laughed at that when they said that.
No, they said somehow pussy is power. Isn't
No,
it?
you said that.
Yeah, I said it
You
was a
said
man's
that.
world.
I ain't use that
You
one.
fam. Don't do that.
But no, pussy is power. And I think they are, you feel me, stumbling across their power like that. That's why
I think
Beyonce
the next
came-
generation
That's
won't be
why-
like
that's
that.
why-
Beyonce came through with
That's why that gap
Formation,
is
who run the
getting
world.
closed.
We as
And you know, it's more
So-
men.
So wait,
Too
it
much
took
snapping on air.
Beyonce for y'all to realize you
No,
had
I'm
power?
not saying that. I'm just
Oh,
playing.
I don't even fucking like Beyonce, so moving
No,
on.
that's good. They seen the power.
But she
Moving
was
on.
the empowerment songs though. She
Yeah, I say they see a
increased.
powerful woman talk her shit
Yeah,
and walk it.
Nowadays, you got men trying to get uterus transplants so they can have babies. So
Well,
it's definitely
It's a
there's a change going on.
Don't include us with
It's
the
a change
transgenders.
coming.
Don't include us with the transgenders.
Polygamy talk.
Oh yeah, that's
Polygamy.
That's her
Polygamy.
topic. That's her topic.
at the end of the day, if you're not trying to be
So-
a
Here from
brother
this outside,
husband,
hey, brother
if you're
man.
not trying to be a brother husband,
So he said that he's not with. He was arguing it, but he doesn't necessarily agree with polygamy. 'Cause
I don't know.
especially if I'm about to get paid
I don't know
for
that word.
it, hell yeah, give me my
Having
husband.
two
I can
multiple-
financially
multiple
take
wives.
care of y'all.
No.
I'm
I
gonna
was
follow.
laughing at him talking about I don't know that word. I'm
Oh, he said
I'm for
that?
polygamy all day.
You are why?
Yes.
What's your reason?
He want multiple wives.
Your real reason. Your
Right,
real.
because
your real
that's
reason.
that. First of all, that's the first place women go when it's like, yeah, that's what you want. Like, no, like I don't.
You ain't got
I can
nothing
do that
for
without
it.
you feel me being, caring about polygamy.
So what's
I can
your
have
real
two
reason?
women. The real reason is I just think it will work towards a real.
Not what that video said either.
What, that one with the license girl.
Yeah. Not that.
Yes.
I mean, that was shit. She hit on good points. Like, yo, that shit on some good points. It was like,
She almost convinced me. I'm like,
right. Until you had to think like,
I do want
no,
somebody
bitch,
to teach
it ain't
my
happening
kids
these
arts
days.
and crafts.
But no, but that's real though. That's the village. That's the village that we don't have.
Well,
That
why
we talking
can't
about on
we
this
work
show
in
that
a
we don't
village
have.
without marrying each
Stop
other's
it.
husbands?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Why we
Y'all-
have
y'all-
to sleep and
see,
live with
and that's
each
what I'm
other?
saying. Y'all will show why that girl was right every time because y'all will speak to
I mean, I'm just
competitiveness.
saying, No, I'm
You get what I'm
saying
saying?
I'm cool with it
Go
as
ahead,
long
go
as you're trying to be a brother husband. I'm fine with
Stop.
it.
And she's
No.
looking for equal rights and polygamy already when it's like, come
what do you
on.
mean? But just as much as you can sit around and say that
But-
you
but
have
fine,
have the same benefits, the same
Go on.
exact benefits. I don't understand it. Like we are all financially, like we're coming to the same common ground as you sitting around and saying, as with having multiple wives, and you're telling me that I cannot do that. I'm not understanding.
I don't want to say that you can't, but right now you're speaking to all these men who will want to be in a 3-way relationship with another man, and I'm telling you, it's not gonna go that fine. Find your woman with the masculine energy and find a man with her.
I don't have to
Like,
be masculine to have my
But
5
I'm-
husbands. Listen, it's gonna happen, okay? It's alright.
but all you're speaking to is you want equal rights. Back to
But
polygamy
I mean,
and where it benefits
are
us.
we not on our way to that? Is that not where the world is ending up to? I mean,
First of all, we're not on our way to polygamy, so you get what I'm saying.
How you know?
I mean, more people
I'm
are being
sitting here with
into
women,
it.
and I
A lot of
deal
people
with
cool
women
with
that-
it.
I'm cool with it as long as you trying to be a brother husband. Like I'm not understanding why you are not okay
she
with
wants
that.
gay male, like you feel me? Like,
That's not. Are we having an orgy? But me sitting around and having like, is that what it is? Is it just like
That's
a big
polygamy.
orgy?
I mean, I'm sorry, it already exists in the world. Like you feel me? You want the example to be like, show me the examples in the world of women being with two men. Show me. Show me.
There was a tribe like that in Africa.
Right.
I read about it a long time ago.
Name that tribe.
I have to Google it.
Okay.
Like I say, it's
Fake
7
news.
days in a week.
I mean,
got
it's real
5
news, but I
husbands.
don't want no 2
Two
husbands
husbands.
because I can only handle.
Back to the benefits. Back to the benefits.
Yes.
Women are always gonna speak to y'all competitiveness. Y'all competitive as shit, and it's ugly. It makes the world ugly.
Oh, we make the world ugly.
Are women
It's-
just competitive?
It-
When I spoke
what we
on,
do.
just make the world
Is it
ugly.
just
The
women?
Women's competitive.
Y'all competitive,
Yeah, y'all are very competitive.
We're hunters.
but we shouldn't be, cause we have vaginas.
I ain't gonna rock with Papa.
I ain't gonna rock with that. And y'all like this. So look at this. Come close to his face, yo. He said, all right.
Alright, but no, seriously,
He had the
I got a
tough face
question.
on.
I got a question. Since your reasons for polygamy is honorable, and you just want your children to have multiple resources and stuff, what type of women would you marry? What would they have to
What type of
provide
woman
to
would
your
I
children?
marry? I would definitely. Huh?
Diverse. You look like a diverse type. It'd be
Build your families.
White woman, of course. Sign on the level. Gotta be the.
Build your family. Come on.
Build my
This one
family.
gotta put the glasses on like.
My
So,
glasses are
first wife would be artistic.
Arts and crafts to your children. Okay.
Autism.
Not all.
Shut the hell up.
I thought he was. I was like, what?
Oh,
Artistic.
No, but like she would,
Arts and craft and all that.
Yeah, something of that sort. You
Teach
feel
the
me?
kids how to make necklace and beads. Okay. What else?
Right. I would say.
So is that the primary wife, or should we rank them? Is that the primary wife?
I think the first should be. Are they coming at the same time?
I don't know.
I don't know how.
I think they
can't
really
speak
just
on
had
how it
one
works.
wife, then they wander around like, oh.
No, I'm saying it's
And
like
then it makes
I'm
sense.
saying
It makes sense.
I'm
So,
saying
like-
it's like, is it the first wife is always the primary wife, or is it the current
I
wife
don't
is the
think
new
it's
primary
primaries.
wife? Like,
I think they both. You feel me?
I don't
So
care
y'all
what.
don't watch TLC, Sister Wives. Hello.
Is it
I
the
don't.
primary
Yeah.
wife?
Oh, you watch it?
Oh, you
Yes,
you're a
right.
listener. Talk to us, baby.
They're getting a divorce. Like one of the wives is leaving. Like it's not like
what?
because at the end of the day, like she's not getting enough attention. Like and they've sat around and over the years they had kids together. They've done all of this, and at the end of the day, like yes, it works. But at the same time, like
She
in the
needs.
long run, yeah, women have needs, men have needs. He wasn't happy, she wasn't happy.
They got a benefit
It's like,
though. Everybody.
I bet they had a lot of income.
but is it a benefit after a while when it becomes toxic?
No, that's what I said. That's what I said. To be happy in it, it has to benefit you in some way. The day you wake up and you're not cool with
And that's
it,
where
you know what
brother
I'm saying?
husbands come in, I
Well, what I'm
guess.
saying is,
Right, she might need to shake it up and up.
should there be
I got
rank?
husband and wives.
Should there be rank? Should there be days? Like she get Monday,
Yeah,
she
I
get
just
Tuesday.
told
she
y'all.
I don't think so. I think it should.
So the
flow
match should
on
be
how
7, so everybody get a day.
Huh?
The match.
No.
Wow,
No.
no, they ain't got enough dick for 7 wives. Let's stop playing. So
I only gotta fuck one.
First of all, I don't got enough dick for 2 rounds, so 2 wives is.
You only gotta have sex once a day. Screw that wife each day. So you only gotta have sex 7 times a week.
but I'm having
Only
orgies.
have
I
sex
have
7 times
with
a
five
week.
men.
We want to keep these women happy.
Only have sex 7
Man,
times
you
a
gotta
week.
have multiple sex.
Ain't
Monday
that
you gotta
crazy?
screw that wife multiple times that Monday. Charge it up, screw the next wife multiple times Tuesday.
Right.
No.
I'm sorry, but
I don't
personally,
know.
I would never be okay with having sex one time a week.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah,
like
it's
You
not
can't
gonna
cut in on the
happen.
other wives' time.
I will, or I'll cut in on them literally. They had to go. I
See,
just can't.
but like that in that
But
video,
that's
like that woman
reality.
spoke to, all that type of feeling towards women and this and that there, y'all are sisters and real sisters.
So are they my wives too?
Huh?
Yeah, y'all should
Of
be
course.
eating
It's
She gonna be
that type of
doing
relationship.
shit. Fuck out of here. No.
Do they do that?
Hey yo, make it say fuck out of here. Hey, I eat some pussy. He killed me with that one.
So you ain't
no.
no pussy, man. Oh, you freaky, but you ain't freaky.
That's why I got 5 husbands.
I can't
like,
breathe.
the fuck? I'm not around. And
No, but like really, like
Do they do
that
that on
type
the
of
show?
attitude you had to go.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they have, but like
They don't
over
talk
time,
about it.
over time, like I mean, they've had it, but I haven't watched all of it. But I've seen when they added a new wife. I seen when she got pregnant.
How
she
many
had a
wives
baby.
is this?
I believe like 5.
But did you see on the show that the wives have sex with each other on the show?
They not
5 to 1 man.
yes, and like they had a shitload
You
of
blessed,
kids.
ain't you?
But
That's number
now
3.
they have a TV show now where they are finding a sister wife, and
Y'all
they have
know,
a black
y'all know,
Finding a
y'all know what
sister
Brother
wife.
Polite is?
No.
I'm sorry.
Brother Polite.
Who's
Go
that?
ahead, Google. You Google.
I have my phone about. We don't have extra phone. We need to start bringing in a tablet
Yeah, do this shit.
to Google these things.
Yeah, but Brother Polite, if y'all look him up, he's a conscious brother, smart guy for real. I think he talks on a lot of topics. He polygamy being one of them.
Someone asked.
His wives stand to benefit off the businesses created through their connection for real. Like so, whenever he added a new wife, I think he has 3. They had some type of something to benefit from. You feel me? When dealing with it, it's not just coming to deal with you and your other wives. You get what I'm saying? They all tie into each other some type of way. Like you get what I'm saying? Like I want an artistic type of wife. You feel me? But she
That's the only
benefits-
wife you named so far, by the way.
Yeah.
Let me say that's a wife.
Isn't this
Like,
the generation
she
that
can
talks
cook
about
or-
sex being soul ties and all that? Can your soul really be tied to multiple spouses?
they say people got multiple soulmates.
That's different. I have a friend who's a soulmate. I don't have 2 spouses that are
I
soulmates.
mean,
why couldn't you?
If you have
But
friends,
if a
Just
woman-
being greedy.
No, you just being greedy.
Yeah.
Now, this is coming from I
We
told
are
y'all,
greedy.
I told y'all before, like in a previous show, that I believe that you can be in love with 2 people at the same time. Yes, but I do not believe that both of them would indeed be a soulmate. One I am generally going to love more than the other.
probably
That's
so.
fine,
But that's
fine.
part
Yes,
of it.
but-
So, but that's
That's a
okay. You
sacrifice
had
they
5. I mean, 3. Let's say 3.
3 wives.
3 wives, and you
Then you
love
have to
one
love
more
them
than the
equally.
other one. Like you have to love.
And how does
one
that
more
roll?
than the
How does that roll
long
over
as
to
we
the
can
kids?
deal how we
Because
deal.
you love this
That's
one.
That's it, like
Feel the
Becky.
love.
I love my
you
kids and
more,
I don't love
but
their
Brittany
fathers at
actually, I
all.
want you to be okay with that.
But Brittany, I mean, listen, this
Do you
yo,
love your-
it's
do you love your
unapologetic
kids,
though,
mother?
yo. I might have a,
but
I
I'm
might
You
not
have
in love
a,
with her?
Hell no.
Okay.
I got love for her from humanity standpoint.
but that
I
whole
don't even have
relationship
that.
is unapologetic. Like I can have you literally because of what you can do for my children. Like I don't get what y'all, I don't get what y'all like saying. You feel me? Like this has to be this love. I don't think.
So what's
I
the
think
other
it's, I
thing?
think it's a bigger picture. Like yeah, it should be love between y'all, but I think the bigger picture is the village. Like that's what polygamy is.
And I think we can have
Wait,
That's
I'm
what
sitting
we're talking about.
there
And we
sitting
can't have the
at
village.
But I mean, I'm
We
being
can't
honest
have
with
the
you.
village.
So I'm
Polygamy
supposed,
about
I'm
the
supposed to
kids,
put my
not about
needs
having
aside.
Did you see the video?
No, I thought it was about
The video, she was basically saying all the benefits of
Or about
polygamy.
is about the village. It's not about no
Kids.
having sex
She was
with
saying
two
that
women, yo. That's a
when you
threesome.
have multiple wives, they're all able to provide something for the children. Somebody might be a caregiver, somebody might be a teacher, somebody might be able to teach them a craft.
That's why
Like-
I don't need to marry multiple
daycares,
people for that.
And I think
That's because we want to
That's
live
what I'm
by.
saying.
That's because we want to live by today's model, and that's go work for somebody else. Let them determine how much you get paid, and this and the third.
But I think we
You
can
got
have.
5 incomes to start businesses with outside of your own house.
Well,
to
wait,
provide.
did you do that?
Right? Like,
Do these wives work?
So we got. So I'm just trying to make sure I understand
ahead,
this
go ahead,
correctly.
go ahead.
So
Understand.
we're a village and everything. So we're creating something to build another business. Is like is the long. What's the end goal of this marriage between all of us? Are we building a village for our kids? So what happens once the kids are said and gone? Like, are we building this for a business standpoint? So what happens
You're
once we
building
get
for
to
your best life. Like I don't
Yeah,
understand.
he-
what's
in the
confusing
video,
about
she
it.
was
Like,
talking
it's
about
not
raising
no
her
one, It's
children.
not no one.
To have lots of experiences and not to have to depend on school or multiple jobs to gayness.
I mean, the Duggars did that. They did just fine with.
Didn't they all dress alike?
Yeah, and then they had
They
had a wife and a husband, and they homeschooled just fine. They had a shitload of kids.
My only point
This
is,
is about the
Like a
kids.
motherfucker.
Like we just need to raise our kids better. Fuck all
Yeah.
that.
yeah, my only point
Like,
is,
that's
Nobody
your
said
only
polygamy
reason.
is strictly for the kids. What I
But
was
that's
saying
what
was
you're
that's
saying. Like that's your only.
You just said
thing.
it's
Because
about
y'all
a
keep-
village.
Because
Oh,
y'all keep
she
on
also
speaking
said-
to sex and low and
she
and
also
love
said-
and-
It includes it.
So
that
sex and love ain't in this.
motherfuckers.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying. We trying to understand.
She also said that being that it's more women on earth than men, it's selfish to only want one man for yourself.
Facts. That was a fire jewel. That was a
That's fine.
jewel.
I will be
Stop.
selfish.
Hey, that's a whole
I will be
jewel. They all-
selfish.
Look at
Look at it.
Y'all get their bangs
Y'all
done.
done already had a lot of women, so like
First of all,
why?
I haven't had enough. Fuck that.
We don't. No, you've had enough.
How do y'all think
She
y'all
said we outnumber men, so it's just
Hold on,
selfish.
on the past
To
show,
take
you
one
said
man.
that
I
once
told
you had
y'all, a
sex,
few
you
of
hit
y'all
the
still
ground
owe me
running.
sex. I'm
Did you
telling
not
you.
say that?
What I said?
In the last show, not too long ago, you said once you had sex, you hit the ground running. Was that not something you said?
You did say that. I remember back.
Thank you. So you've had plenty of women. Yes. Okay. So what's the problem? And
We were just talking about enough. I'm sorry.
That
was like
Until I hit
that's
triple
me.
digits, I ain't had.
So what you
enough
think
sex.
about that? Since women outnumber men,
but now who's really being greedy? And I'm grown for wanting 5 husbands. Yo,
that's not enough men for all of us. You want
Women
5?
are at triple digits. I mean, women are at triple digits.
That's
Don't want to
nasty.
acknowledge it.
That pussy ain't elastic no more.
All right, let's just say, how old are you?
I'm
27.
27.
27. You first boyfriend was at
Hold on,
what
am I the
age?
oldest person over here?
Your first boyfriend was at what age?
I'm the oldest person over here.
Like
old
a
are you?
technical.
I'm about to turn 32 next month.
15. You were having sex at 15, right?
Damn.
At 15, that was 12 years ago. You had how many boyfriends in 12 years? You had sex with
5. I think she
Huh?
had 5. No, 4.
You said 3.
Why you trying to count the bodies right now? Oh
We got-
God.
I got- no, no, I just-
We got boyfriends. I think she
She's
had
not
3.
gonna be, first of all, she's not gonna give the real stats with
I'm in
anyway,
my
but
20s.
women.
I'm in my 20s with my body count. I'm
Yo,
right. I just
women,
sat down and wrote
women
it off.
only
Like,
count boyfriends.
You get
No,
what I'm saying?
I get
She
it,
was
but-
gonna, exactly, without her honesty, she was gonna calmly, you feel me, calmly got out to like the 3 to 5. I had 3 to 5
3 to 5.
boyfriends.
I had 3 to 5 boyfriends, but
And
I
this
just
is the
straight
third.
told you, like, but
But
that's
it's how
not
niggas-
who I am. Like, I would have been very honest with you. I'm a very sexual person. So at the end of the day, like, I had sexual experience.
But that don't mean that
Yeah, like Jurassic Park don't mean that
Listen,
sexual partner.
I'm a very sexual person. Like, I mean, I've experienced sex. Like, I'm not about to sit around and be like, oh, well, tiptoe around it. It's happened.
Well,
like,
sorry,
the hell?
Roxy and Mickey. I'm
Like,
talking about these other women out here who are
Shit.
not gonna sit here and let nobody.
Not on
nobody
live, not
make
on
it-
live.
No, like
I mean,
like,
I'ma be real
Make
at
it
the
seem
end
and they're
of
gonna
the
say
day,
they,
like,
oh,
the
I
hell?
only had sex with my boyfriends on. No, you had sex with a lot of guys, baby. Like, just keep it real. Like, nobody.
Unless they called every dude they've been with their
Oh
boyfriend.
shit!
Keep it list.
Wow.
That's why I keep it list so I can keep it straight.
You a filthy fucker.
Wow.
Yo, what's the
Wow.
emojis next to
He
that?
kept receipts.
What the fuck
What
is
the tennis
the
ball
emoji?
emoji? What did that mean?
What is the
What did
tennis
the tennis
ball?
ball
Wait a minute, I saw a shrimp.
A basketball?
Nice rat. What? Nice rat.
A
What?
trophy?
The tennis ball means she gave as good as she got.
Ooh.
Wow.
You have a key?
No, the trophy.
got a fucking
the
key?
trophy means they.
Let me see the rest of these fucking emojis.
Wow, these names.
You're a chauvinist
Hey,
pig.
can somebody,
Rating
Oh,
women.
don't-
somebody look at the bottom. Look at the bottom 3 names. See if Sierra on there. Hey Sierra, you watching? Hey Sierra, you watching today?
A disclaimer: don't mind the X's. I smashed them. I remember their faces, forgot their names.
Wow.
Get the fuck out of here.
Jesus Christ.
So what's the basketball?
That means they was a team player, but I really did 80% of the work.
Yo, this man really pulled up.
What's the-
The baseball's
Oh,
main
wow.
thing was bullshit.
Wow, a Sierra is on here.
Oh, that's a different Sierra. That's a different Sierra.
What's the present?
Oh, that was a surprise. She was a surprise.
Jesus.
What about the medal?
Do
Oh,
other
she was
people
at
do
the
this?
Olympic shorty. She was that thing.
What it means if they have nothing?
She a big girl.
Basic.
That means it was,
Somebody got a trophy and a medal and they in bold print.
Yeah.
Woo!
I might need one of their numbers.
Wow, look at the one at the bottom.
Lit up.
Look at
That's a lot of.
trophy and a couple of medals.
That's
and a
Simone
ribbon.
Biles right there.
She nasty.
Hey, yo,
Nasty. Shout her out.
No, she literally got like 5 trophies and
Yeah.
medals next to her.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, shout out to her.
Oh, geez.
You a
Shout out to
nasty
her,
little
'cause I
thing.
know her. That's homie. Shout out to her. Y'all know I know everybody.
That's extremely tacky. I just want you to know.
No, it's not. It's just for me.
It's
like
just
y'all are
that's
the
cool.
only people besides me who've ever seen it. I don't go around. That's just for me.
But you have emojis.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote mine down.
I don't mind.
obviously,
And I say this all the time. Like
phone.
when I smash girls, I never tell my homeboys. It's not about bragging. The only ego I need to stroke is mine. I don't need to tell anybody who I'm smashing.
I tell my best friend.
I don't need to do that. There's still some girls to this day my homeboys don't know I smash. Why? Because it's about me. I don't need to brag to other people.
It's not about bragging.
Since we got off of numbers, we ain't been sitting here
Yeah.
discussing.
Oh wait, we gotta get to Quincy.
That person
Let
threw me off. It's a gift.
Yeah, wow.
We gotta get to Quincy.
All right, let's talk about
Quincy
Quincy.
Jones.
Quincy.
Oh
If
man.
you, if
I'm gonna
y'all,
need to hop over here. I
He's
need
a
to look at
Pisces.
my-
I want to shout that out.
if y'all have not seen it, Quincy Jones did an interview with Vulture magazine, and was spilling the teas of the dead. I'm talking about Richard Pryor, Michael Jackson, James Dean, Marlon Brando. I mean, the who's who of old Hollywood and music.
Yeah.
And my thing was like, yeah, I know Quincy's old. He don't care. You know, old people don't care. But I feel like, is it a such thing as respecting people's privacy, dead or alive? Like, he calls some of these people friends. He called Michael greedy, said that he never wanted to share music,
Yeah,
that he stole some
That he
songs,
stole and never paid to
He
do.
called him a thief, a liar, and greedy.
and greedy.
He
So-
said that Michael Jackson
what's
stole
worse,
all
like,
his
what-
music and stuff.
He did say it. So my thing is, like, once someone's not here to defend themselves when that you called a friend,
shut the fuck up.
is it tacky to expose their life? Like, for example, I never knew Pryor really slept with men. And it doesn't change how I felt. Pryor was a
Right.
genius.
Yeah, exactly.
But that was his personal business. And anybody who knows me, I am big on privacy. That's why my social media is the way it is. Like, it's never personal shit on it. Because to me, that's my private life. You're not entitled to that. So I feel like, how do y'all feel about people exposing your business who called you friends or associates? And
They was never your friend from the jump. Tell us, take that to the grave. I'm sorry.
Right, I was gonna say.
Wait, he did it for some money for an interview?
no, he don't need money. It's
It's
Quincy
not your
Jones.
business. It's out.
Or do he just have dementia? Some people
No,
say.
He
he's
does
not
not
crazy
have
as hell.
demen-
He
not-
had too much
no,
recollection
no.
Not see now.
for
I'm
not
not
to
gonna
be
do
Not
that
to
to Quincy
see
Jones.
how
He's in
about
his
you
right
recall
mind.
He is in his
Jesus.
right
So that was a
Yeah.
live interview?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I always
Yeah.
read the script.
Slap a knee, laugh,
There's
pound you. I'm in my right mind while I'm telling you all this.
There's a
It's not no-
documentary.
You ever seen somebody with dementia? They seem like they perfectly in their right mind at the time.
He
was different.
recalled it
Okay,
like
This was
time's
different.
up.
Oh, my
This
bad.
was different. It's a documentary coming, but with Quincy Jones, I just think it's super foul because it's no point. He didn't tell none of his personal stuff.
Exactly.
Like,
and
there's been rumors out there about him.
nasty shit he been
Yeah,
doing.
there's been rumors out there. The only stuff he said, he said he smashed Ivanka Trump.
Oh yeah, he
Oh, yeah,
did
he
say that,
did
and he
say
said
that.
somebody else too before he.
Yeah,
said
I
I messed
forgot
with her.
who.
He said she used to mess with somebody.
Yeah, okay, so he was dry snitching.
On Ivanka Trump.
That was just like some random stuff. He talking about who killed Kennedy. The mob did that
Right.
shit.
I actually want to know who did that. I don't
He
believe
said
it's
the
mob.
mob killed Kennedy. He said that Michael Jackson stole Billie Jean riff from Donna Summer.
Right.
You know what I mean? He said that he was lying about the vitiligo shit.
They do say Pisces be lying though.
But even
They be
still,
lying,
like,
they be lying.
all that stuff that was out about Michael while he was alive, you could have been let that loose, Quincy. Why wait till he did?
But Joe Jackson said he know better than to speak on Michael like that. Michael probably was ran up on him.
Right.
Well, had
Michael
some-
Jackson?
Michael probably would have had some.
See, y'all play with Mike. Y'all play with Mike. Oh man, Chris Tucker say yo, hey yo, we got
No, I'm just like, what? No, I'm just saying, I always thought Michael, not that he was a punk, I always saw him as a passive being.
I heard what you said, Chris.
Exactly. Do you
But he
think
got brothers.
he had people that fell out for him, like in
Yo,
other countries? Like, you think Michael can't put?
I think Mike.
All he had to do
could.
was get his
I
fucking monkey out.
If he wanted to, yo, because you know how niggas ride on for rappers and shit. Like, literally, I think Biggie got killed because Tupac was dead.
I still got things.
Right.
I really think
That
that.
ain't
I
sit
really-
well
I
with
really
that ain't
think
sit well
that.
with niggas, and they
I
want to
really
get him out
think
of
that.
I
there.
have my
It's
own
like
Biggie theory, but that's another thing.
Them diehard super fans, they'll bust somebody. You know what I mean? It's just like.
And now he 87. He out.
I heard what you said.
He don't care. He like, look.
But it was just so
Do me a
tacky
favor.
It was
because
tacky as
it was
shit.
tacky because he destroyed, like, I don't know anybody knows The Godfather is one of my favorite series, and Marlon Brando in that initial Golf is a classic. Like I never get tired of watching it because he just played the hell out of it. And to smear his reputation, not his professional reputation, you smeared his personal shit.
Yeah,
right. Not his
I ain't worried about that.
So you didn't take it to business. You went personal, which was never our business. He was an actor. We paid him to act in movies. You went to his personal life. Richard Pryor, one of the best comics ever. Why would you in his business?
Destroy him.
Why was you in his business?
That's like top 2 or 3.
Top 2 or 3. Like, why are you in his
Yeah.
business like that? Like, I never saw James Dean or the other two they was talking about, but I hear they were what you would call old Hollywood
And then
glamour.
his wife backed it up.
That's what threw me.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, you living off the Social Security or the assets. Like, what the fuck is you doing? You better ride with the house that brought you, goofy
I mean,
ass.
well,
like-
she should have answered it better because she could have put a lot of it to rest had she answered it differently. But she basically hit niggas with the cocaine's a hell of a drug type answer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But do you think it's going to change anybody?
But can we kill a
Is
statement?
it
We
gonna
all
change
know
anything?
Of Quincy?
No.
It depends on how you viewed him before.
No, not Quincy. I'm like,
Richard
what
Pryor.
they
No,
say.
because he's still.
I'm like, nobody cares.
Distasteful at the way he did
Yeah,
it.
it was just taste. That's what
It
was killing
was.
me. I'm like, no.
You don't even care to dig into what he was saying because it's like, what the fuck are you saying? Like,
And then Tevin Campbell saying that Quincy molested him.
What washed me was in the
Tevin
Asian.
Campbell said that Quincy molested him.
Alright.
Well, now
Many
you said-
people. Tupac said at one time that he made a pass out of him or something.
At the age,
Oh.
I think it was
Okay.
little.
Yeah, Quincy was
And I-
some
but
shit back
that's what I'm
then.
saying. He ain't say none of his shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm waiting for somebody to let his shit
That's
out.
why I'm not. That's
Somebody
why
need to air his
I
ass
said,
out.
you know what? I can't fact check what he. You feel me? What he's saying.
Somebody
and then
gonna
the fact
fact
that there are a
check
lot of questionable shit he was saying.
But
And
a lot
that's
of
what
people-
was killing me.
but
In
a lot
the
of people did that he was talking about, and a lot of stuff he did. A lot of people gone, but not everybody.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I
Not
said,
everybody.
Somebody gonna.
Probably because ain't
You
nobody
saw
left
what
to
he
air
said
his
about
ass out.
But
Yeah.
does he still have the same power that he did back in the day?
No.
Now, how
No.
he's old.
No, he
He's
doesn't.
old.
Motown,
T-Pain.
He
Motown
said
long
something about
dead.
T-Pain.
Like,
Talk about T-Pain.
So he said that I don't know if y'all remember, maybe like 10 years ago, maybe it was less than that. I think it was like 10 years ago. I think it was 2005. So maybe whatever that is.
3 years
They
before he got hot.
did a remake of We Are the World. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I
So he
remember.
said he didn't want them to do that, and he basically said it was bullshit.
No, it wasn't.
And that T-Pain was singing Michael Jackson part, but it was bullshit. Yo, he didn't want them to do it or some shit like that. But
I don't think he owned. I don't think he
Yeah,
owned the
T-Pain.
song exclusively though. That's why he couldn't stop him. Like, I don't
Yeah,
think he
it's
owned
not.
that song.
Yeah, so he didn't-
Nobody in that song owns it.
What about
That's
the
problem.
22? What about the 22 girlfriends? He tried to say he had 22 girlfriends, and they all know about each other. Quincy Jones.
Like right now?
Now.
Pew.
Stop.
Fucking pew.
Stop it,
I wonder what they're offering.
And that's what I was saying.
What type of drugs is
Question all
he
bullshit
That's
he
what
said.
the problem was.
If
In
you
the age
start-
of clapbacks, I was like, nobody is here to clap back at him. Like, yo, you just
Right.
out here airing shit out. Michael ain't here to clap back about what you saying.
Right, Michael-
Neither is Pryor, because I would have loved for you to
I'll
try
tell
that
you.
Yeah,
shit.
I thought
Oh,
it
and his
was
deathbed, Richard
You know
Pryor
who
had us in tears.
Let me tell you who else would clap back. He ain't say nothing about it, but I'll tell you who else would have clapped
Probably because
back.
he's still alive.
Whitney was a clap back.
Oh, really?
Yes. She was
Y'all know what I'm really waiting for though?
What?
Dave Chappelle to touch this shit.
Oh,
Dave Chappelle is the
He said he's taking a
historian.
break, though.
He's for real, because he's a
He
comedian.
taking another break?
He a comedian, but he's
He
a
just got
historian at
back,
the same
yeah.
time. And like
He said, you know what happened to black people to stick around too long.
Dave Chappelle was crazy. Yeah.
But that's just the thing I'm saying. Like, we have so few things to be proud of in the culture. And despite what you want to say, like, Quincy was one of those things what he did for music.
You
So
said
he
the
was-
Beatles was bullshit.
Yo,
I agree with that, but that's not the first time I've heard that.
said the
That
Beatles.
is not
He
the
went
first
in-
time I've
he
heard. He was talking about Ringo couldn't play the
That's
fucking
what
guitar.
He was even deeper. He said when he came back in and listened to his recording,
He said he
was like,
couldn't
"Damn,
read
that sound
music."
right." He's like, yeah, nigga, 'cause it
But
ain't
notice
you.
how he ain't touched McCarthy though. He ain't touched McCarthy. McCarthy's still alive, but he ain't touched
But
him.
this the
Paul
thing about
McCarthy.
this-
Y'all ever seen Walk Hard?
McCartney. But this the thing about it. Why the shit he's saying probably is true because it's not no senile shit. Like he going into too much detail.
Right, that's
I didn't see the
You know what
video. I
I mean?
only
This
read
one
the
he like
script.
bass
I ain't
player.
watched the video.
Such and
I
such.
just
And
read
he
the
called
script. I
a
ain't seen the
session.
video.
And he goes into depth about it. It probably is true. There's a lot of secrets in Hollywood that I think people going.
I mean,
A lot of people take to the grave, but
he should have took it to the grave. Y'all had to wait like a few more years.
we ain't need to know.
We ain't need to know that.
that.
Like, that's like, I feel feel like I don't want to hear
So
no
who
more
gonna
because if
tell
they
them?
start talking about like what Patty and Aretha and them did, what Stevie did, yo, I'm gonna be devastated. As a child, like I'm gonna be fucking.
I don't care about
When
Patty
they
and
die,
Aretha.
don't you think they're gonna end up making a movie anyway?
No,
I mean,
But we don't need-
Not with all the facts,
Well,
though.
I don't need to be. Let me stay in my
leave the gay
delusion
rape
about my
scene
child.
out.
Fast forward.
He better not have shit to say about Stevie.
What way? What Weezy? Let me
He
get
better
some
not say
drink.
shit
gonna
about
drop-
Stevie.
Who gonna
Birdman
drop the
got
dirt on him? Who gonna
Birdman
do
got a
the-
documentary coming out on the 16th.
All the dirt gonna come out on
Just,
him.
I just want to say this one point. I don't care what anybody say.
On himself,
Weezy,
nigga.
Weezy is one of the top rappers of his generation. I don't care what he says.
I just used anybody's name of this
Speaking of-
generation because like fast forward, who gonna
Speaking
be
of-
telling his dirt?
Speaking of this generation and who
I
got
can't
a
wait
lot
for
of
the Bill
dirt.
Clinton one.
What's up with Chris Brown?
Oh yes, let's talk about Breezy. Shout out to Breezy. You one of the top in the generation. Let me tell you how they
trying
try
to
to
say
play
my
with
man.
Breezy. Breezy said he wanted to go on tour with Beyonce, Bruno Mars, and Rihanna. To me, it don't sound crazy because Breezy can still sell out fucking arenas. How's a motherfucker? Because when you last time I checked and with Bruno's latest wins, they all Grammy winners, multiple Grammy winners to be exact. They've had multiple number one singles, multiple
He's
ones.
just trying to get alone on the tour bus with Rihanna.
I'm
So
sure
he
he
can
can
talk
still.
to her.
I'm sure he
He
can
talk
still
to her.
pick up the phone. He can still pick up.
She ain't gonna answer that bitch. He ain't got a number.
No, she ain't gonna answer like she used to. She ain't gonna come see her, but she'll answer the phone.
She got a boyfriend.
Oh fuck that.
Oh, fuck that.
He a billionaire. Shit, fuck you.
So
fuck Chris
what?
Brown. Like, fuck Chris Brown. She
No,
ain't
what I'm
even her
saying
best
is,
friend.
like, you know what kills me when people say that they move up. Like, if you've ever been in, and I know some people might say it's toxic love. Like, it might be an upgrade, but even upgrades still don't compare to
She
like.
was stressed with Chris Brown. She was scared.
Shout out to
I'm
her.
saying, oh,
She was
wasn't
crazy as
wait,
fuck when
first
she jumped
of all-
in his lap. She
I mean,
needed to
she's
gain.
still
If
crazy.
she would have gained
She's
the weight
still
then,
crazy.
they would have never been in trouble.
She's
either.
still crazy. She's
Oh,
still crazy.
please.
But was she crazy when she went back to him when that restraining order
That's
was
why he
lifted?
wanted
I
to
mean,
get on the
listen,
tour with her.
Because she know what she
I will
did.
cry. I will beg.
My point is that, like, Rihanna knows she wasn't innocent in the situation. Chris Brown knows she wasn't
She
innocent.
did not
Why?
deserve to get beat though.
Did you see the pictures of his face that
actually
she got
beat
taken
the shit
down?
out of him.
But she shouldn't have grabbed that
But
wheel.
did you see him after?
At the end of the day,
He was
I do not
fucked up.
agree.
But he
I do not
actually beat the
agree
shit
at
out of
all.
him.
Did
Like
you
that.
see him
I tell you
though?
what she did deserve.
That's my point. Nobody
She
ever talks
deserved
about
to get
his
cussed
shit.
out.
His shit,
He was
She
fucked
deserved
up.
to get cussed
No,
out.
you grabbed my wheel.
not
I'm
beat.
sorry.
She deserved to get
It's-
smacked.
I feel like-
And I'm sorry, I don't got it. First of all, I
Wait,
don't
She deserved to
think
get
that she had to
hit.
get
She
hit.
deserved to get
She
beat
didn't
the fuck
deserve to
up,
get
though.
beat.
Can we make? Can we?
He didn't deserve it, of
Can
course,
we
but
make
he
this
didn't need
point?
it, though. He
Rihanna
didn't
was
deserve it
small
either.
and
He
frail.
didn't.
I don't think
She
he
wasn't that
beat her. I think
small.
it was a couple of hits and the
Yeah.
swelling made it
She
big.
jumped in his lap while they're in the Lamborghini.
No.
She was small.
She was beating the shit out of
So,
him.
Don, if I popped you twice, that's me beating you. If I popped you twice, that's me beating you.
I think what happened is
No.
over a course
Right,
of
exactly.
time, maybe
Exactly.
a course of
The
time
tension.
in the car and
That's giving me a
everything,
two-piece
then
with
something
this.
happened.
Did y'all see his face?
But
His
I'm
face
saying-
was clawed so
Listen,
bad.
We
What
done
you
seen
done?
boxing matches and MMA fights. One hit does not make your eye look like that.
But what I'm saying
Two
is
hits
that
don't make your eye
can
look
we
like
be
that.
real with this? If someone grabs the
That was
wheel
a
of
fight.
your car, the wheel of your car,
Trying to
they're
kill
now
you.
putting
I'm not
like,
jacking
I'm
that girl.
not.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
sorry. I'm
Don't
not
try to
a
kill
man
her.
or woman. Like I'm going to zap out because you're putting my life in danger
Right.
now. Now it's a different story if we were pulled over and maybe I could get out and it's a situation
try to kill
and
me.
I
Pulled
left.
over at one point.
But did y'all
And
hear
he
how?
got out, but he got out the car.
Did you hear how she described it though? He threw her back in her seat and he kept trying. She kept trying to jump back over and he kept batting her like this, trying to keep her down.
Did you
Yeah,
get
get
the
off
wheel?
me.
I'm sorry.
Get off
Get
me.
off the wheel.
Listen, but this is
Get the fuck out the car.
But that was 10 years ago,
that's when
though.
the beating started. He wasn't. She was probably hitting him when the
She
car was
was
moving.
clawing his
Right.
face.
Stop the
When
car.
he stopped, that's when the frustration was too
Exactly.
much.
And then he
Was
fucking
too much.
unloaded
That's
on
not what she said though. That's not what she said.
She was
You
drunk,
tell her-
but she
you-
was drunk and high off cocaine and pills.
She lied to Oprah.
All right.
She
Stop.
said that he was he was batting him in the face.
But this is but this plays into a deeper thing, and then this what made me think about like people in people in regular life, like your cousin, your brother go to jail, you get out, you want society to give them a second chance. Why are we still holding Chris Brown?
Who's holding him on?
A lot of
people are still mad.
Meanwhile,
love him. What are you talking about?
Meanwhile, these are the same people. These are the same people who want Ray Rice to get a second chance in the NFL. You can't have it both ways.
I want Ray Rice to get a second chance in the NFL.
I
And we
do.
talking about Rihanna, the same woman that cracked her little brother over the head with a glass bottle.
I mean, I'm just saying.
do that to little bro?
Yes, she did.
Yo, them island women, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
My
bro.
point is, Chris Brown deserved, like, let it go.
But I feel like people have let it go.
No, they had. You should
When
have
you
saw
say
the
he deserves
reaction
a
to this
second
whole
chance.
this thing he was talking
Some
about.
people,
I feel like
but
he
listen,
should be
some people not gonna
number
forgive
90.
him.
Yeah, you don't need.
Some
you
people
don't-
not gonna
they don't
forgive
have to
him.
give
Oh
you two
well,
times.
he's still a star. Some people not gonna forgive him.
And why aren't people like taking into account his mental health issues, all the abuse he had to watch and endure
Of his
during
mother
childhood?
getting beat. Like
Yeah.
that was deep.
That's true.
That was deep. When y'all saw that?
That's true.
I didn't, but he been talking about it for years though. He said that
he get help.
Don't he look happy?
Probably not.
No,
But
he
see,
don't
like,
look happy.
But see, the thing is that you speaking
They
about
took
it,
the
but
man
you're
monkey.
doing nothing about it. It's like the thing I think a lot of people are afraid
took
of
his
is that
monkey.
you're
They
doing
took his
nothing
fucking
about
monkey.
it.
Who took his
Who's
money?
they?
He posted a picture of his monkey with his
Is
daughter,
that
and it was they said
I thought that was some
it's a
slang
dangerous
shit.
monkey.
What is he, Michael
Well,
Jackson?
hello. I don't want to
Come on, yo.
Give that man back his damn
He
monkey.
didn't have no
You
license
get
for
rich,
that
you
monkey.
get
Yeah,
the
he
monkey.
didn't have a license for the monkey, but they took
Black
his
and get
monkey.
rich, you get the monkey or
I
the
wish
tiger.
I wish I would get a monkey or a tiger.
You need a license for a monkey.
Yeah, he didn't
And
have
I'm
a
getting
license.
one.
His fans.
I need a license for a monkey to swing.
How much money we need for that?
They report him. He posted on Instagram. They report him like that.
Not monkey eyes.
But that's the same monkey that like tore somebody's face
got
off or
a-
something.
But we
You
need.
got a zookeeper on staff. Like, you got a zookeeper on staff.
All I'm
Yeah,
saying is,
Twinkle
you people on Twitter with no talent and no future, stop telling this man that he can't go on tour with Beyonce, Bruno Mars,
Wait,
Rihanna.
Beyonce. Okay.
Who's the better
I don't
artist?
think he need
I
to
don't
go
think-
with Beyonce and Bruno.
Who's
Yeah,
hotter?
Bruno
Who's
would
hotter?
go
I
Kristen
think-
though.
Who's hotter?
If him and Trey do a
listen,
concert
did you
again,
see the
I'm
last
with
part?
You fuck Trey.
I'm
The last
just
part
saying.
of
Why can't he go with Beyonce?
Well, listen, he said 2 out of 2 though is fine. So, all 4 of them no, but
But
2
Bruno-
of them, what 2 would you could you actually?
But
see
don't
together?
Bruno?
Him and Bruno would be cool.
Yeah.
Him and Bruno would
I'd
be
love
cool.
to see him and
That's
Bruno.
what I can see
But
happening.
don't him. But Bruno got
I don't
Cardi
see him
already,
and
right?
Beyonce. I don't see.
But-
Rihanna
Do
and
not put
Bruno.
Chris Brown on the same level as Carly B. Do not do that.
Rihanna
But
and
they
Bruno.
they
I don't
supposed to be
like that
doing
concert
something
for
together.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's like an
Rihanna,
opening
Bruno.
act to a man.
Rihanna and Bruno.
That would be cool.
No.
I just don't sound like it go. You feel me? I don't
Bruno
know.
and Beyonce.
Hell no, that definitely don't sound like it go.
Not them two.
Who?
Not them two.
Beyonce and
These
These
are
are, I feel
already
like
who?
these are celebrities that have to be by themselves. Like they
They
are
are
not
great- they are
open.
great-
They are not
they are-
opening act
That's
people.
what I'm about to
These are
say,
people
they are-
that
Bring somebody else as the opening act, not them.
Right.
Carly B.
Thanks.
Yeah,
She's not gonna get that big break
It's a
opening
double-
up for them. Right.
It's a
Right.
double headline thing.
Yes,
Cardi
and it's
B
been
was
done
good.
before.
It's
We've
like,
They not
seen
in the
that.
it's
same
like Justin
genre,
and
though. I don't
Jay-Z
feel like-
or
That was a
Kanye and
dope ass
Jay-Z.
tour.
It was.
I never would have saw that
But they
coming.
don't
But I
have
feel like
songs
they're-
together.
yeah, I'm
Like
about to
Bruno
say
and
these
Chris Brown
people
don't have
tied too
songs
close
together.
Justin and
Yeah.
Jay Z, did they have
Yes, they
songs?
did.
Yeah,
They
they
had
did.
what's it
They
called?
had
They had that one song.
No,
They had a couple
They had
songs.
Season
Season
Time,
Time,
they had-
the little other one.
Well, it's time to make a
Carter.
song together.
But 3 songs, you can make 3 songs together.
Can we talk about to the fact that I know Chris Brown might be a little pariah in the industry, but some of y'all need to
Drake
realize
and Chris Brown?
that could work.
That's-
They need
that's
to
working.
stop.
And
That's
the man with
working.
the same girl.
But they need to put Chris Brown on some of these features. That nigga still got talent. Y'all need some of that fire he be bringing on these.
Chris Brown
I'm
still
sorry
got
to
it.
say,
Yeah.
and he still got it, but I feel like he was more so.
It's
with
over-
us.
it's been
Like,
over a
he was-
10-year
He
run.
was with our.
It's been over
our
10-year run.
generation.
Solid.
Like,
Chris
he
Brown-
was popping-
Chris
he was
Brown
popping
will
back.
He
probably-
Still popping.
Chris Brown is like R. Kelly. He still got hits in him. Yeah.
He's made a whole
Dude.
like 107 song album.
Right, I'm about
Oh,
to say-
shout out to R. Kelly, shorty.
That's right.
Stop pissing on them girls, but shout out to R. Kelly. Shout out to R.
Got
Kelly.
that coke going on.
Little dirty bastard.
Shout out R. Kelly on this bitch, get you up.
Shout out R. Kelly.
We talk about so much shit on this show today. We gonna shout out R. Kelly.
Little filthy
Listen.
bastard.
We didn't go back and rewrite the topic now. They didn't drop the R. Kelly in this bitch like yo.
It's time to
We
go.
just talking about-
It's time to
Oh,
wrap
shit.
it the fuck
The
up.
topics today was all over the place.
Chris
Yeah.
Brown and R. Kelly.
We touched Kelly. We just
I'm
gonna
done.
gracefully mind.
Oh,
Oh, everybody.
What about that one? What about that one?
What?
What?
Chris Brown and R.
Oh
Kelly.
no.
Oh shit! That would be dope. That would be dope. That's tight. They more alike than anything.
No.
Oh!
No, the
I
fuck
didn't
they
make
not.
t-shirts there. I didn't make t-shirts
They
there.
not.
Chris Brown, Trey Songz, and R. Kelly.
We
No.
all making
All
a
three.
killing there. But why, hold on, why Trey Songz getting this gay tag? What did I miss?
Because the
don't
guy that
what
looks
did I
just
miss?
like Trey Songz that's gay and posting pictures with his boyfriend and people keep saying that's Trey. It's not.
Right, that was
I don't like-
that was
I-
old as hell, right?
I don't like Trey Songz, but he's not gay.
Oh,
That's
no,
what I
no, I'm great. I'm great. Fuck y'all up with this one.
Stop.
Chris Brown,
Oh, word.
Bobby Brown.
And Bow Wow.
He put Bow Wow on
I
there.
had to call him a low mama, one of them. Whatever when they
the
dressing
same
like a gay,
person.
right? Whatever they dressing like like
Shout out to Shad Moss.
nigga still living his best life. You hear me?
I still remember they made Lil Mama cry on the Breakfast Club.
He got a death row picture in his house with him in it.
No, he
Bow Wow, how you feel about Sierra? Talk about glowing up. Sierra is the one who glowed up on Bow Wow.
Bow Wow stopped growing a long time ago.
We're moving away from the dummy today. We're gonna give Sierra the clap of the day. We're gonna give her a round of applause, yo. Sierra is phenomenal. She's handled that future shit.
With class and grace.
Wow.
That shit was like, that is good.
Wow.
But everybody
talk
be on her back because why his future son would fucking Russell Wilson.
But we never spoke on about how Russell Wilson posted a video of her best friend on his lap though. Did y'all see that?
That was a good video. And that, first of all, they were both looking comfortable. I didn't know who to fucking be mad at. I'm like, yo, best friend, why you like? Well, all right, well.
But
never mind.
I don't know. But that speaks to a thing like, would you be comfortable with your husband having your best friend?
But he comes from a different type
I
of.
like how y'all pulled that one. I think
Also,
it's
it's
Sierra
acceptable.
No, it's Sierra comfortable.
but he
They try to do it's where Russell Wilson come from.
No,
it's Sierra comfortable with that situation
No,
because
but
they probably
I'm
all
gonna be very
knocking boots
honest
to that
with you.
bitch.
But he came up from
Good man.
he
You're a
seemed
good
like
man.
a white surrounded. If I was dating a black guy that came up in that type of manner, the way that he acts is like this is what y'all do and shit. Like y'all
Why can't we do shit like that?
because y'all
They
dick
know us because it's the skin, yo. It's the skin, yo.
He got the same
It's the
fucking
neck.
skin.
It's the neck.
No, I feel like I've done a lot of disrespectful stuff. I would never sleep with my girl's best friend. I
They
feel
didn't sleep together. He was sitting on her lap.
No, I'm just saying.
He was trying to get her on the screen. It
I
wasn't
think they
enough
did,
room.
though, Roxy. I really think
I
they
don't
did.
think
That's
so.
how I look at
I
that
feel
video.
like
He
I said,
was a virgin until he was married.
I feel like
I don't believe that.
I feel like he dated a lot of white women before she came along. He looked like the type to. I'm not to say that he didn't date them, but I'm just gonna be honest. He
apologized for his wife cheating on him.
Who?
Russell Wilson.
Wow.
What wife?
Oh no.
Wow.
His wife,
right? Yeah,
His girlfriend was like
but
was.
she cheated with
Wait.
another player though.
So he took. So
She
he,
cheated with
Wait,
another
Sierra's
player.
his second wife?
so he didn't take both balls into that relationship.
I don't know.
Wait, no.
I don't know.
This is something good to talk about.
let's just make it clear. She was white that cheated. She was white, right? She was white.
Yes, and she
was
cheated
white.
with another
Oh,
player.
good
Like-
man.
Oh, you want
Oh,
to
his team, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put
She
it
want
out
to
there.
protect the
I like how you did it on the record.
It was a play on his
Black
team.
history.
Why am I just realizing that Russell Wilson was married before?
It was a play on his team.
Yeah, it's player on the
Was this an annulment?
Because she was white and he wasn't proud of that. He got him.
He got up out of there. He got up out of there.
Now look at him. He finessing.
Hey.
If Sierra,
Shout out to Lala.
He be on some cool.
Mello,
He
you
on some cool
lost.
shit like in the car with my babe.
Love you.
Can
you,
somebody,
CC.
can
Love you,
somebody
CC.
marry Monica Brown? Monica be out here
she
looking.
is married.
married?
She's married to a basketball
Yo,
player.
how long is it gonna be for CC mad at that shit though? Like, yo, he come home like, yo, I just love my wife. She gonna be looking like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Like, we're cool. Like, little feature, come on, man. Call your phone on FaceTime.
Don't they have?
I'm just trying to tell you, yo. Black
Why,
women, she not gonna ride that high horse forever, yo.
But
gonna
she,
get tired of
I
his
mean,
ass.
not to say I don't
She
want to
gonna
seem
get
like I'm
tired of
dogging
his
her, but I mean, she's.
But
dealt with
black
a lot
women
of
have
dogs.
abandoned her since she said y'all gotta love yourself more and get married. They left.
Yeah,
They left.
they ain't
They
like that
left.
empowerment
Why?
shit from CC.
Because
did it.
they, they
Because
like
she got a
to,
good
they like to
man.
stay in their wholeness.
She
They like
got
to
a
stay
good
in their
man. They
wholeness.
don't want her talking shit when she got a good man.
I mean, I agree with her. Like yourself more. That's why I stopped picking ain't shit men. Or
Right.
yeah.
Or pick two.
Wait, how long have you been telling women to stop picking ain't shit niggas? Almost a year. Almost a year I've been telling y'all stop it.
Y'all stop picking Asian women, but that ain't stopping.
I don't. I just I find these women who want too much. I'll be like, no,
How many of the women on the list was ain't shit?
Huh?
no.
Okay.
Oh, they all.
They just
upstanding
fall in
women?
your lap.
Yeah,
and they-
a lot
okay.
of them. The reason the list is so long and no lie, like when I lost my son, and this is no excuse, to bury my pain, it was just sex was like one of the outlets, like sex and liquor. That's what
I mean,
was
it's a pretty good outlet. I think that's a pretty
Sure.
good
So
excuse.
a good third of them is not say they are blur, but it was just like I wouldn't have done it if
Well,
I
at least you
wasn't in the
remember
pain.
their names.
Sure. But once I came out of it, a lot of them I feel kind of bad because some of them kind of was a result of me just being in my own shit, and they would just kind of
Does it make you feel dirty?
Makes me feel ashamed a little
Did
bit.
you
no
have
lie.
too many one night stands?
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, but I think
Well, at least
when you
remember
go
their
through
names.
stuff, it affects you. I don't think a lot of people think about that.
It
Like
does.
a lot of people use sex to get away from a lot of things that they're feeling, and I think that that's an issue that people don't like expressing themselves. I mean, I knew someone that she was sexually assaulted, and in order for her to heal herself, she used sex in the same way.
That
And
happens
that-
often.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't. And then people had this preconceived, oh, she a hoe, she did. But did you really
don't know
find?
what-
You don't know what
yeah.
really happened
I mean,
at the
that's
end of the
Sometimes
day.
it makes them feel more control of their
Yeah.
sexuality after they've been assaulted.
I like what Nola Darling said on She's Gotta Have It. I don't like one word labels. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, she a hoe. Whoa. What's our story for?
It's
Like,
non-expansive.
Don't just
Yeah, it's
put her in that
non-expansive.
box and like, you feel me? You don't
Just
know
like
what
she a
that-
nympho. She just like having
Right,
sex.
right,
Now, if it's
right.
something
That shit
behind
sounds
it,
sexy, don't
I
it?
mean, but no, I mean, so if it's like a real reason behind it, I can't sit around and say that you a hoe because you're
Right.
going through a pain.
You're
It's
trying
a
to heal.
pain
You're
that
trying to heal
Now,
yourself.
if you just out here like, look, I had sex, I love that shit, I didn't go through shit.
Self-medicating. That's
Then
like
it's
somebody
like,
gonna
well,
roll
you
up.
just
And you
just
have
like
that right
nasty.
too,
Yeah,
But you
and
gotta be careful with them extremes because sex can clearly turn to something
50
else.
shades. Shout
Like
out to-
sex was an outlet. Like it was like I had to balance
You know
something out because
that
I was
too well,
drinking
huh?
way too much. I was like, yo, I can get addicted to this. So I had to move on to something else. I was like, I gotta get away from it.
That's good.
Did we do our whatchamacallits?
What?
Our outros. We got.
Oh.
Are we still
Stop
recording?
recording.
Yeah, me.
Shout out to our shout out to our producer because he clearly was just letting us ramble. Shout out to the producer.
All right, y'all. I'm Roxy. You can find me at starring.roxy with 2 eyes. For now.
Oh shit, sorry. I'm Mickey Jones on Facebook and Mickey Bands on Instagram.
Dang.
Hey, y'all can follow me on Instagram at Leo Grand Prince. And y'all got to call us next week too. But follow me on Twitter at
We gotta
Jamal
give away
Vitos.
we gotta give away some frozen.
Yeah, we're gonna start giving away stuff. Go ahead, bro.
You get a date with Bob. There you go.
And a day with
We
Bob.
are doing-
Shit,
we are
nobody's
doing
gonna call the
We are doing the Love of Baltimore. The Love of Baltimore edition.
A date with Bob and $5.
So you can find me at Bop Hunter on Facebook and NoChill_Bop on IG.
All
Good
right.
night.
And we out.
Are we?
Yo, girls really mad about this when I said if it's 2018, if you don't have no kids, she might be a man. They pissy.
Oh no, they don't like that. Oh, they don't
First of all,
like
you
that.
cannot. It's certain things you cannot say. I got put out a group the other day because I told them that it needs to be deaf to Snapchat filters in 2018. I wanted them to get in my ass.
That didn't go over well.
I wanted the girls to get mad because you know they was gonna give me the blues on that. You feel me? I'm like,
put you out
they put me out. 'cause
I didn't know he was gonna be that bad.
They posted about it?
Yeah. What they did, hold on, tell me, Roxy, because I don't know this. But they need to be Roxy.